What is up guys, Farhan here and welcome back to another motovlog. And just to let you guys know, I'm currently on TikTok. You guys can follow me at Farhan335. It's still the same handle as my Instagram, so do check out my TikTok over there. Ever since I started TikTok, right, I think I've gained like a couple more subscribers than before. So it's really a good platform for, you know, especially you influencers to spread your coverage, I guess, you know, to gain more followers from there lah. Anyway, for this motovlog, I'm not really sure what I'm going to talk about. For this past 1 year plus that this country has, you know, closed its borders off for the general public, you know, to cross over to Malaysia. I think I can speak for most of the riders lah. Most of the riders, we are feeling that lockdown fatigue lah. I mean, let's face it lah, honestly speaking, getting sick and tired of seeing the same damn roads every single day, you know. I mean, even though there's this like campaigns going around make it seem that Singapore is an interesting place and there's lots to see, there's lots to do, but face it lah, usually most of this costs money and they usually overrun with people lah. So most of the riders, such as myself, you know, who like overlanding as a hobby, going touring as a hobby, you know, it's quite difficult for us lah. I mean, personally, I thought that this pandemic wouldn't last for more than a year, which is why I bought, you know, NC750X to tour with, but at last we're still stuck here and there's nowhere for us to go lah. It's quite sad lah, honestly, because you can already see on, you know, Carousel and SG Bike Mart, right, there's like a lot of adventure bikes being sold lah. So pretty sad lah in my personal opinion. But for me, with Emelina, right, I will still hold on to her because I paid full cash with it, and on that lah, the COE is quite high. And for the NC750, the maintenance is still quite bearable lah. But I'm talking about those like GS, Gullwing, those really sport tourer one, meant to go touring one, pretty sad for them lah. I mean, they bought they got a high CC bike, but they got nowhere to go other than, you know, SLE, PIE, DKE to play with. And especially the speed limits kind of sucks lah, 90 kilometers per hour. I mean, even for me also, I don't even dare to go 90 now, because people, I know some people in the comment section will just comment, you know, hey, you're above 90, you do censor your speedometer, blah blah blah. Because people, I don't know lah, maybe they got good intentions to warn me or what, or people really I want to report lah. These are the sort of freedoms, you know, when you get riding in Malaysia or even Thailand or anywhere in the world, you know, nobody bats an eye when you go over 90. But when you're in Singapore, suddenly people are all up in arms, hey, you're above 90. And yeah, it does get boring lah, seeing the same old roads, the congestion. And right now with the phase 2 heightened measure, you cannot dine out, really nowhere for us to go lah. Not that, it's not that I don't care about COVID, no. I do care about COVID, but I think the fatigue of having to live through it, you know, for the past 1 year plus, is kind of difficult, like getting more and more strenuous and difficult each day lah. And for me, even though my office have been making arrangements to work from home, once in a while I still have to drop by the office lah, because I need to use the computer system lah, and this system isn't really available for us at home. So once in a while I still have to go to office. But it's nice lah that once in a while you get to go out, you know, as opposed to being cooked up at home. For me personally, even though I loved being cooked up at home, right, for long periods of time, especially early in the lockdown phase, early in the circuit breaker phase, right, when we are really forced to be at home, that was like a torture for me lah, honestly speaking. Hopefully the borders will lift up soon and we can finally roam about, you know, in the north-south highway once again. Personally, if the lockdowns are lifted, I'll wait like 2 or 3 months before everything like outside, you know, because I think once the border open, all the Malaysian riders will rush home first. I mean, you have to pity them lah, they haven't seen their families for quite some time. Even my wife also, she hasn't seen the family for quite some time. So definitely our first trip will be back to her hometown lah, which is KL. For me, like maybe after 2 or 3 months like that, I probably want to go to KL on my bike. So Emelina is gonna have a first ever touring trip to KL once the borders open. Haha. And maybe from there, me and Zah, probably we got a plan to go further up lah. I mean, you guys know, right, our intentions for 2021 is to actually go to Cambodia, but it didn't happen. So we may not even know if, you know, after the pandemic, after the borders are open, the pandemic subsides, you know, we may not even know how travelling will be like, you know, post COVID-19. I think personally it's going to be more difficult. There's going to be a bit more restrictions, and there's going to be a lot of people involved, going to be a lot of health checkups involved before you cross each and every border, you know. I don't know, we need to help, we may even need to quarantine even though the pandemic subsides. Overlanding may never be the same again. That's what I'm saying right now. Oh yeah, and I have a new motovlog setup. I decided to keep the Purple Panda mic inside my helmet, so it's basically embedded permanently inside the helmet lah. So basically I need to remove the lining and the styrofoam to get the mic out lah. But I do plan to get a second Purple Panda mic as like a backup or something, because this mic is really damn good lah. I mean, you cannot really hear the distortion, you know, when you're motovlogging. And I'm surprised to know that they're actually a small time company. They have just a couple of 100 likes on Facebook, which is why I'm quite stumped. I mean, for such a good quality product, at least you would expect it from a multinational company, you know. Okay lah guys, so I think that's it for my renting today. Personally, I don't know what else to rent lah. So yeah, I guess we will see you in the next motovlog.